Crypto investing, and in this quick morning update, I'm not going to have much time the next 6 or 8 hours. I'm going to a golf fundraiser. I repeat, going to a golf fundraiser. So until about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock tonight, I'm going to be on a golf course, so there won't be much time for updates. Maybe sporadic when I'm looking for my ball. I'll do a brief 30-second update here and there if I have a signal. But you can see DAP. It's still sitting in the same spot. This coin hasn't done anything for quite some time. And the brief lower support is this orange left to right line sitting right here at about a bunch of zeros, 85518. If you break that, we know you come down to the next level down, which is at the 75212, and then your upper resistance is just below this red volume indicator zone up here, and the 0.00150204. That's the level you're watching out. You're watching out for right now, and it's been the same level for about a week or two, so, or even longer than that. It's been maybe a month. I remember talking at the same level for quite some time now. So that's where you're still at. DAP. You can see after DAP finally had that big pump. That day we were talking after it pumped, and you were asking, should you buy it when it was already way up here? No. Look where it came back down to, where we thought it would. Right back down to the red support zone. But look what it's doing now. Remember when this red volume indicator was resistance? Now it pumped through it, and it comes back down and gets supported on the 50 in red and the red box, this red support zone box, which is the volume indicator. It pumps up again, but lower than the previous high. Dumps back down, comes all the way down to the red support box again, which has flipped it now from resistance, right, and resistance, and all that resistance you had back there, and it's flipped it to support now. Then it got rejected, and it was a lower high, lower high, lower high. Then it had another third pump, or a fourth pump off of support, and had a little bit bigger of a pump than pump number 3, and it's come back down on support again. What you're looking at now is as long as you hold this support box, you can get these little pumps and maybe try to move to the upside. But if you slip back below this red zone, it's going to flip it back to resistance. Fail this as a confirmed breakout because it broke out, consolidated since the 12th, so about a week almost. Then if it breaks back below it, it's confirming a bearish breakdown and a bearish retest and a bearish consolidation that could not hold support and kept it flipped from resistance to support. And then you got to start using your underneath support levels again. But if you stay above this red box, you can keep playing another pump possible, right? But it's all a gamble because it's about to have a big pump to the upside, or it's going to reflip this brief support that it flipped it to and turn it back into resistance like it was before. So that red trading box is your new support, and you got to stay on top of that to remain any kind of bullishness, right? If we go to XRP, you can see XRP had a beautiful pump the last couple of days off of the, let's get our little perching tool back, off of the red support box, which is coming at it from above. So it's support, 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 and your last support here. And now we came up to that critical 37 cents that for about 2 months since early June, it's been resistance. You can see resistance, a few examples right there. And now what it's doing is it's consolidating. And you need to hold above this blue left to right line at that 37, just above the 37 cent level. It needs to hold that consolidation and stay above it to remain short-term bullish, to where you could try to make a run up into here at a 48 or 50 cent level, right? But if you get rejected back below this 37 cent area that we've been talking about forever, you're going to trade back down to the 32 cents. So in an easy layman's terms, this 37 cents is your critical area on this consolidation that you must, and I repeat, you must hold, or you're going to have a bearish confirmation breakdown, and it'll be just another fake out. Like if we look back here, we got rejected, fake out, consolidation, rejection, right? And now we're there again, and that's your critical level that you need to pay attention to, and hopefully the volume can continue to pour in. You can see one thing you'll notice with the volume as it's coming up from its low. You can see that line down there with the volume. That's the mean, and you can see the mean has been slowly uptrending now, leading in to the price action moving up. So you've had subtly increasing volume right there. You notice that? And you've had a price going up. That's bullish, right? Now you're looking for a consolidation that's been taking place up here, right up here, and you're looking to hold this area at 32 cents as your major support, and then you can try to kick off and continue up to the upside and maybe make a run up at the 40, 45 cents, just below that blue resistance box that we have up there. And that's something I'm absolutely paying attention to, and that's something you guys should be paying attention to today in between these updates while I'm out here doing a fundraiser for the children's hockey team for work, right? And you got to pay attention to that. But we're going to have a lot of updates today, tomorrow. I'm off on vacation all week, no travel, so I have nothing but you and me. And as you can see already, look at the beautiful, subtle fall colors that are starting to come out. Notice how the trees are starting to turn that yellowish color, right? That's what happens up here in Michigan when you get into late August and through early September. A few yellows start to pop out, the lighter greens start to pop out, almost a lime green, and then they go into the orange, into the red, into the other beautiful colors that the people like to look at and that make this state so beautiful in the fall time, right? And you can see Bitcoin is sitting there bouncing on upper resistance, and you need to hold that. You held that 19,000 level, which is the blue support box, beautifully, and you need to hold that to remain short-term bullish, right? And then if you can hold that, you can make a run up near the 21.74-ish, and then ultimately you could try to make a run up to that 24 to 25,000, and then up there to the 30,000 where you have major overhead resistance. But right now you got to start with the basics, and you got to start with what's in front of you, and what's in front of you is the 200-day moving average that's sitting right there in the 4-hour time frame, and you have to first get above those before you could even think about getting up there. And then you got the 19,310. Top part of that blue support zone is your major support. Between that and 16,500. If you dip below that 19.3, you're going to go down to 16.5 real quick. If you dip below that 16.5, you would flush to 13,000. But right now, that's for another time and another place. But the current levels to watch is right there where you're at now to try to see when the futures market opens up tonight, if you start to pump up to the upside or if we have a sell-off leading in to the Fed rate hike this week. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing. I'll try to give you as many updates as possible today, but for the next 8 hours, I'm almost at the golf course now. I'm going to be on the golf course, and I'm going to be hitting my golf ball in the woods, in the water, off a tree, off the cart path a few times, and then make one par, because that's how I golf. A lot of bad shots, 1 or 2 pars around, and I walk off the course happy and feeling good about myself. Peace and love to you, yes, you, the beautiful audience.